Thank you very much for accepting our invitation to this discussion. We are in the second day of a workshop here in Magurele, and I have my pleasure to have a discussion with Mr. Biermann. So I want to introduce yourself, please. Who you are? Why are you here?
Okay, my name is Klaus Biermann. I'm doing molecular beam epitaxy since a very long time, since '96, I believe. We've worked with numerous other project leaders with numerous different applications, or also for basic research stuff. We're doing lots of research about polariton stuffs. One of the more, I think, interesting things at the moment is putting certain kind of quantum dots into a polariton cavity, which is modulated by bulk acoustic waves. And this might lead to a very fast, in the gigahertz range, very fast single photon emitter.
What can you tell me about your presentation? What is your point of view for the future? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to expect to find?
Where do I expect myself to find in the future? I really love to be in the lab. I would like to spend as much time in the lab as I do now. And I hope that the time I have to spend at the desk does not increase.
So you don't want to go to management part, you want to stay on your lab, on research, and...
Yes. Okay. I really enjoy the work. I love the programming. I love even the repair work, which is...
What can you tell me about your presentation today?
Well, this workshop is about applications. So I was thinking about what work is currently nearest to applications, and we actually have these quantum cascade lasers, which are already used at applications, and that's why I chose it. And well, I tried to keep it as simple as possible to make it more interesting for everyone.
Okay, I found that you are working on a special project, a Star Trek project, if I can say. And what can you tell me about that?
Okay, our part is really tiny. So we've got a subcontract from the German...
Tiny but important.
Yes, well, yeah. We've got a subcontract from the German Aerospace Center, DLR. They are building a spectrometer, and they're using one laser device from ours, or two laser devices from ours. They're using it for a couple of years. I think it was like 50 missions, where they put their big spectrometer onto a Boeing, and this Boeing flies up to 12 or 14 kilometers in height. Then they're opening the lid and look into the space and trying to detect signals from interstellar atomic oxygen. Like from some nebula that, as I remember correctly, was like 3,000 light years away.
That sounds very interesting. Like I said, Star Trek. Next step to Star Trek. So, do you have a project that you love, a project that you are attached, a project that was impressing you so much?
Well, also in this talk today, I showed you that we have got this in-situ measurement with the reflectivity. It is simple, but it's very, very useful. And we built this together with colleagues. All the components are just bought, but we put it together and did the software and everything. And one application is, this really very precise control, automatic with feedback over 25 hours of growth. But we also use it for microcavities, where it's important that the spacer in between those two mirrors, that the resonance that comes from the thickness of the spacer actually fits the emission wavelengths of your quantum walls or whatever is in your cavity. So also for this application, it's very, very useful.
Perfect. It's the first time you're in Romania, as much as I understand. Is there something you like here? That something that impresses you? Do you have some words for our host from here?
Well, the old town of Bucharest is lovely. It's really beautiful. There's much car traffic, I think, in Bucharest. People are nice. It's very lively in the center. Many young people, and they seem to enjoy their life. So it's a nice place to be.
Okay. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure.
And we are expecting you for our next workshop with a new presentation and a new idea.
Thanks a
very
lot.
much.